Ever wonder what would happen if war broke out in the Strait of Hormuz? This narrow stretch of water could change the world overnight. The Strait of Hormuz is a small channel between Oman and Iran. It connects the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. Every day, massive oil tankers move through its narrow path. About 1/5 of all the world's oil supply passes through this space. That's around 20 million barrels of oil each day. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, and the UAE rely on it to export their oil. Now imagine conflict stops or slows that flow. Oil shipments stall, prices rise, energy markets panic. So, what happens if war erupts there? First, shipping halts. Cargo ships and tankers become military targets. Insurance rates for ships skyrocket. Some companies decide it's too risky to sail through at all. That means less oil reaches global buyers. With less supply, prices explode upward. Gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel become more expensive worldwide. Next comes the economic chain reaction. Countries that rely on oil imports face shortages. Businesses immediately pay more for energy. Transport costs rise. Products become pricier. Inflation grows. Global trade slows down, and stock markets drop. Countries dependent on oil exports lose revenue too. Their government budgets shrink. A war there isn't just about oil. That region also handles large amounts of natural gas exports, especially from Qatar. Disruption there would shake electricity prices as well. Nations begin searching for alternatives. Some dip into emergency oil reserves. Others try to increase local production. But that takes time. While economic effects spread, military tensions grow. The area could see naval blockades, missile exchanges, and airstrikes. Neighboring countries might choose sides. The region becomes unstable. Major world powers pay attention. The United States, China, and European nations depend on steady oil flows. Each has strategic interests and allies in the Gulf. They might deploy warships to secure routes or protect their partners. That could lead to dangerous confrontations between powerful militaries. If major powers clash, energy security turns into a global crisis. Stockpiles of oil and gas would become tools of pressure. Sanctions and trade restrictions would multiply. Even countries far from the region would feel it. Airlines would change routes. Shipping companies would face delays. Everyday energy users would pay the price. Meanwhile, renewable energy sources might suddenly look more appealing. Governments could invest faster in solar, wind, and electric transport to reduce reliance on oil. But that shift wouldn't happen instantly. For the first months, people would feel the shock at gas pumps and grocery stores. Power-hungry industries might cut production. Unemployment could rise. Stock markets would swing wildly. Investors chase safer assets like gold. Currencies tied to oil move unpredictably. Politically, alliances could shift. Some nations might use the moment to gain influence. Others could lose power if their economies suffer too much. The environment could also suffer. Wars at sea often lead to oil spills and damaged ecosystems. Cleanup takes years. In the end, global stability would depend on how quickly peace returns. Keeping the Strait of Hormuz open isn't just about trade. It's about keeping the world's energy lifeline alive. That's why nations watch that narrow waterway so closely, because a single spark there could ripple across the whole planet.